You know, when we try to make sense of these really complex, long-running conflicts today, just looking at the headlines or the political side of things, it often misses the mark.
It really does. You miss the human core of it.
Exactly. The real story, the thing that keeps these conflicts going for decades, it's so often buried deep in, well, generations of family history and personal trauma. So today, we're doing a deep dive into a film that puts that family story front and center. Cherien Dabis's 2025 film, All That's Left of You.
Right, a really ambitious piece. She directed, co-wrote it, and she actually stars in it, too.
She does. And our mission here is, well, it's pretty ambitious, too. We need to trace the entire plot, this huge, sprawling story.
Because it covers something like 75 years, right?
Yeah, 75 years of Palestinian history. It kicks off with the Nakba in 1948, goes through the First Intifada in 88, and connects right up to, well, almost the present day, 2022.
You really have to follow that thread of almost inherited pain to get it.
You do.
And that's fundamental to the film's whole philosophy, isn't it? The idea that you just can't understand the present without knowing the past.
Absolutely.
It's basically a study in exile and loss and how trauma gets, passed down. The structure itself forces you to see that connection.
Okay, so let's unpack it. The film doesn't actually start in 48, does it? It drops us somewhere else first.
No, it starts much later. We begin in medias res, like you said. It's 1988, Nablus, in the occupied West Bank.
Right in the middle of the First Intifada.
Exactly. And we meet the youngest generation first, this teenager, Noor. He's played by Mohammed Abed El Rahman.
And he's caught up in an uprising.
Yeah, he's at a protest confronting Israeli soldiers, and it turns violent, gets badly injured.
Okay, so that's the inciting incident, Noor injured in 88.
That's the pivot.
Yeah.
Because right after that, the film cuts to his mother, Hanan, who's played by the director, Cherien Dabis.
And she speaks directly to the camera, right? Breaks the fourth wall.
She does. She basically looks at us, the audience, and says, look, if you want to understand why my son is lying here, why he's ready to fight like this in 1988.
You need to know his grandfather's story.
Precisely. And that's what throws us back in time. Back to the origin point. 1948, Jaffa and the Nakba.
The catastrophe. The mass displacement during the founding of Israel.
And here we meet the grandfather, young Sharif, played by Adam Bakri.
And the film paints a picture of his life before everything changed.
Very much so. Lots of sensory detail, apparently. The smell of oranges from the family groves, this comfortable, almost idyllic upper-middle-class life. He has a wife, Munira, a young son named Salim.
But then the Nakba happens, and that life is shattered.
Completely. That's the central tragedy that kicks everything off. The creation of Israel forces his wife and young son into exile.
They're sent away for safety, thinking they'll be back soon.
Yeah, that was the expectation. Just wait for things to